What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and this is the truth between the beef with a Tribe Called Quest and Wreckx in Effect. Well, it's really Wreckx in Effect who's really trying to kick the beef off, because when Teddy Riley discovered them, they were rapping entirely different. They had no structure, no nothing. So the guy who was A Quill, the one that used to do that with that flow, I used to think he was dope. My cousin was like, he's garbage. I mean, he had no love for Wreckx in Effect. I thought he was dope. I'm like, man, that's a dope style. He changing the octaves of it. Man, that's garbage. He ain't saying nothing. And it was funny because once the style was out, when they had New Jack Swing, the album it was alright, but BBD is what really took New Jack Swing to a whole new era. When BBD came out and all that stuff, that's when it went to like a all-time height. But Teddy Riley had it first. Like, Guy was kind of a New Jack Swing sound, where it's a swing type style, where it's R&B, hip-hop, rap. So other rappers hated this. If you was a rapper or MC artist, this was not your groove. You don't want it around your mix. You get whatever this is, get it away from me right now. I don't want no New Jack nothing. I don't want to swing. I don't want to do none of that stuff. No, get it away from me. So it's funny to me that once they blew up with the Rum Shaker with Teddy Riley, and oh my God, they the biggest thing in the world. It's the #2 song in the world. Whitney Houston, only thing beating it, and Rum Shakers everywhere. And then they got Wreck Shop, which was my song, and everybody's like, man, Wreckx in Effect, man, that's it. They big now. They can go into the clubs. Man, it's Wreckx in Effect, Teddy Riley, and it's the second album, not the first, the second album. And then they mad about Tribe album off the Low End Theory, off Fife verse, when he was talking about strictly hardcore, no New Jack Swing. When he said that verse, then that's when everything went haywire. All of a sudden. So anyway, once that happened, they took offense to it. Obviously. Off somebody saying, not a New Jack Swing. That's it. Strictly hip hop, strictly hardcore, not a New Jack Swing. You got upset with that. But nobody got upset with Ice Cube. Why they didn't get upset with Ice Cube? Because he clearly said, you can New Jack Swing on my nuts. So, if that's what he clearly said, y'all didn't step to Ice Cube on the wrong nigga to F with. He said it first. Y'all waited till y'all got big and blew up, and Tribe looked like the type of people you could steal off of and get you some street cred and get some plug off of it. But y'all didn't step to Ice Cube, but y'all want to step to Tribe, because they the peaceful brothers. So they were already hot. Like, oh man, they dissing us. Man, they some punks. Man, we gonna go in the studio and blow them up. And just so happened that they had just recorded a song for that was supposed to be on their album, but they ended up putting it on the soundtrack. L.A. Reid was talking to Q-Tip and Babyface and them. They wanted to use the song for the Boomerang soundtrack called Hot Sex on the Platter. So they were in there working on the song Hot Sex for a Platter. Wreckx in Effect was like, oh, them them dudes is over there, the dudes that's dissing us. Tribe Called Quest. Like, where them punks said they was in the studio, man. We gonna go rush the studio. And Teddy Riley was the one hyping them up. Because he was the one giving them the gas. That's what people really don't know. They were set off. Teddy Riley didn't know. He was just using it as publicity for Wreckx and Effect. And he wanted them to go record a song. He didn't know they was going to get stupid with it. And they got stupid. Because that night, they went to the concert. It was Naughty by Nature and Run DMC. They both was at, what was that, Radio Music City? Or whatever, Radio City Music Hall. They had a concert there. And what's his name? Wreckx and Effect showed up. And they Q-Tip was there, Tribe and everybody else. And Fife is the one who said it, and they had the beef with Fife. So they started arguing back and forth with Fife. And he was like, man, Fife was like, man, F you, man. What was you? I ain't finna back down to you. Cause you mad about it. We're like, whatever. So that's when whatever. What you mean? So when Q-Tip came in there to break it up, and when he turned his back towards Fife, like, hey man, just chill. I got this. We could. He took a swing and sucker punched Q-Tip, and then the fight broke out. But because Q-Tip didn't see it, he swung around and hit Q-Tip when Q-Tip's head was turned. So he never saw the punch coming, and it hit him right in his eye and messed up his orbital. He damaged his retina. And right now, he still has a vision problem in his eye. That's why if you watch the video, Hot Sex on the Platter, he's wearing an eye patch when they filmed the video for it. Because after the fight went down, you just can't hit Tribe Called Quest. Alright? The brothers got involved. The Zulu Nation. They came and got involved. A lot of people was like, man, the Nation of Islam came in there and they shut it down. Because they were security. Nah, it was African Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation. They was working security. And they came over there and shut everything down. And, yeah, they had to do a sit down. And Wreckx and Effect, Teddy Riley had to get rid of them. They were done after that. Because nobody was going to book them. You don't put your hands on a Tribe Called Quest. That was just all it was. In New York, you done. You done. You can't go to Queens. You can't go nowhere. What was you gonna do? You injured Q-Tip out of Tribe? Q-Tip, man, I swear, his bridges were burnt. And Teddy Riley knew, like, man, I gotta get something else because these dudes crazy. I ain't think they was finna do that. And they was like, dude, we stood up, man. We meant, no, that's not what we meant. You go to the studio, you don't hit nobody. What the hell are you doing? Make a hit. Don't hit nobody. So once that went down that way, business is bad. So Teddy Riley was like, look, man, I can't even record with you. Because if I still stay with you, that's going to mess up any business I got with L.A. Reid, Babyface, LaFace. Everybody is not dealing with me over Wreckx and Effect. And personally, he feel like he can make another Wreckx and Effect if he wanted to. Teddy Riley, and it put him in a bad spot because Q-Tip was messed up. And they was like, man, he had to write checks to cover, all that stuff that happened with Q-Tip. And it was like, look, man, y'all damaged his eye, his retina is messed up. He may never get his vision back straight. So they decided, man, we're going to release another album. So they came back on MCA. They were still on MCA, so they owed him one more record. And they had We Rap's New Generation. They put out that album, and it was done. It was all done at that time. I mean, I don't even think it peaked or hit anything. They came back 4 years later after a double platinum album. to just straight disappear. That's what that fight did. You see what I'm saying? See how stupidity ruins you? This is what it does. Your whole rap career down the drain, down the toilet, just gone. Just like that. Sad. It's real sad. Had nothing but potential. And they could have kept going, and they had the market right there. They were doing the BBD New Jack Swing before BBD came into effect, because they came up around the same time. Because New Edition is basically New Edition style anyway, but New Edition was more singing at that time. But they were, changing it over to the new groove, the new sound, which was the New Jack Swing, which Teddy Riley was doing. So he just found a group to beat him to it. And they threw it all down the drain with one punch. And he hit the wrong guy. You hit the wrong one. The intended receiver didn't get no damage. Rest in peace to Fife, dog. Fife, the 5-foot assassin, was ready to get it in. Shoot. I mean, the thing is that that's what happened. It's always the person that tries to break it up that's the one that ends up getting hurt. But it's your boy Carcino. I'm back. Follow the playlist. We coming hardcore all week, non-stop. Let's go.